CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Knicks have young.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Rose is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Wood in at the 5 spot. And for the Knicks, Taj Gibson is out there with Randall. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Harkless in at the small forward position. Now here's Griffin. Pass to Kennard. Trying to find Wood. Gets it to him. Just 3 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Rose. The rebound by Gibson.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Payton left side, down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. 2 teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
Wood kicks to Snell. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Gibson, he'll bring it up for New York. Payton outside. In the corner, Gibson with it. The pass to Harkless. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Kennard. Outside Griffin. To the inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Randall finds Gibson. Randall against Wood. Randall no good. Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Griffin with the steal. Kennard on the wing. Back to Griffin. It's stolen by Randall. It's Barrett on the wing. Here's Gibson. Detroit with the rebound. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
They recover it. Back to Barrett. Gibson against Wood. And another turnover here by Detroit for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Reggie Bullock comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Ntilikina in for Payton. And Detroit with a change here, too. Mikhailuk is checked in. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Portis, he's checked in for New York. Kevin Knox comes in for R.J. Barrett. Then for the Pistons, Akers checked in for Christian Wood. Doumbouya comes in for Tony Snell. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Rose. And so it's New York with it. Sekou Doumbouya unable to get his last shot to go. Griffin attacking. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Here's Doumbouya. It's rebounded by Portis. New York trailing. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Doumbouya. Sweet move. It's rebounded by New York.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
There's Galloway. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
Portis, the pass to Knox. Back to Portis. There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Stolen by Doumbouya. Fast break Detroit. All going up court. At the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here's Portis. Here's Robinson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And finished off by Robinson.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Pass to Galloway. Portis against Griffin. Back to Galloway. Mikhailuk passes to Griffin. Shoots over Portis. Griffin's shot is good. Griffin's got his second bucket.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
And still a close game. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what...
This game, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Doumbouya is out there with Maker. Then it's John Henson. Then there's McCray. And it's Brown in at the 1.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Last season, during the hiatus, the Knicks did a retrospective of Linsanity. You remember that stretch in 2012. Jeremy Lin took the league by storm. He said he was floored to be recognized in such a fashion. The New Yorkers, who are going through so much, was a chance to reminisce about some pleasant surprises. Guys?
Great, David. Thank you. Catching up on the changes for New York. Julius Randle's checked in for Knox. Eric comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Peyton in for Frank Ntilikina.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Brown the pass to Mikhailuk. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Maker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Maker's got his first 2 points. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Peyton. In the corner, it's Ellington. Poked loose and taken away by Brown. Doumbouya passes to Mikhailuk. Now here's Brown. Defense is right there. He kicks to Doumbouya. Pass to Mikhailuk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chalk up 2 there.
Timeout.
Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Here's Doumbouya following the basket by Elfrid Payton. Count that bucket.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Wow, Julius Randle getting downhill and leaves no doubt.
Left side, Brown. And stolen by Payton. Here's Barrett. The shot that time, not on target. And the Pistons now going the other way. The pass to Mikhailuk. And that one, good. Mikhailuk's got 4 points this quarter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Payton passes to Randle. Stolen by Henson. He's got a clear path. Here's Mikhailuk. Finished off the break. Mikhailuk's got the lead up to 5 now for Detroit.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Now here's Payton, guarded closer. Now here's Barrett. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And playing alongside Zion Williamson at Duke makes it hard to stand out with your athleticism, but make no mistake about it, R.J. Barrett is a big-time athlete.
And Greg, I think maybe as impressive as what he brings from a physical standpoint is his commitment to put in the work, his understanding of what's required to be successful at the NBA. This guy has not only the physical tools, but the mental makeup and the work habits to be great.
Griffin looking it over. Dishes to Henson. It's rebounded by Portis. Knicks trail by 3. And the basket by Knox.
You can see physical defense does not bother Kevin Knox. He almost wants the contact.
36 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Passes it to McCray. Here's Mikhailuk. Shot clock at 6. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Barrett the pass to Portis. Here's Knox. Kicks it to Bullock. And that'll do it for the first half of Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. His first season in Detroit flipped. And that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Knicks trail by 3. They've got Elfrid Payton. Randle out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Barrett at the shooting guard. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Here's Rose, and finished off by Rose.
Well, Rose with energy and effort can still beat you in transition.
Payton attacking. Rebound by the Pistons. Now Henson to the left side wing. Wood kicks to Kennard. Beyond the arc. Randle grabs the board. New York shooting around 41% on the night. Here's Barrett. It's blocked. He feeds it to Gibson. Pass to Harkless. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Rose after the made shot from Mo Harkless. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be Derrick Rose shooting. Taj Gibson picks one up for the Knicks. Ellington comes in for Barrett. And it's Ntilikina in for Elfrid Payton. And Rose, no good on that one. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Now here's Randall. And Gibson kicks to Ellington. Pass to Randall. All sorts of time. That one wide left.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
From 20 feet out, Kennard's shot is off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Robinson's checked in for Taj Gibson. And a switcher also for Detroit. Mikhailuk is checked in.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Here's Mikhailuk, following the basket by Julius Randle. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. There's the pass to Mikhailuk. They get it back. Robinson with the block. A different look for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Randall. Kevin Knox comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Ntilikina. Passes to Bullock. Rose with the double team. Here's Portis. From down in the low post, it goes. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kevin. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Blake Griffin had 2 more knee surgeries last season. Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said that the year before, they rode him like a cheap horse, in Casey's words, to make the playoffs. Griffin acknowledged his load may need managing down the road, saying, "I'm a believer in science. I'm going to listen to them and let them lead the way." Guys?
Smart perspective. David, thank you.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Left side, Griffin. 1:19 left to play in the third. Pass to Wood. Robinson with the block. And he recovers it. Griffin passes to Wood. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And the Pistons lead by 5. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for New York. Tony Snell's checked in for the Pistons. Langston Galloway comes in for Luke Kennard. Here's Payton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
I think Elfrid Payton has exciting potential. He's got unbelievable defensive instincts and work habits. He just needs to develop a little bit more on the offensive end.
Here's Galloway to the wing right side. Nice ball movement by Detroit. To the middle. And finished off by Wood.
You know, the easy one there. You know, Galloway able to read the defense, finding his man for the great setup. Pretty.
32 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Bullock. Wood with the block. And they'll keep possession. They retain possession. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Payton passes to Knox. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Now, this guy, you love to see him go up strong and finish through contact. Do work, Kevin Knox.
Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is. And he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pistons lead by 4. And do not. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. And it's Rose. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Galloway in at the 2 spot. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's his first foul. Randall's checked in for New York. Harkless comes in for Reggie Bullock. Inside. Randall kicks to Gibson. Outside Rose. Here's Snell. It's stolen by Barrett. One-on-one fast break. The feed now to Gibson. To the paint. Here's Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. A 2-point game. Griffin against Randall. Griffin's shot is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Here's Rose. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Wood. And finished off by Wood.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Payton drives in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get it. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, Taj Gibson is a pro's pro. The rugged power forward is known for his consistency. You can count on this guy game in and game out.
And the free throw, no good. New York trailing. Here's Barrett. The quick look, no good that time.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
5 on the clock. Here's Mikhailuk, and Gibson sends it back.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Snell, the pass to Wood. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
New York calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Wood passes to Mikhailuk. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Barrett finds Randall. It's deflected. And now the Pistons fast break. Wood passes to Galloway. Now here's Toomboy. Trying to find Wood. Gets it to him.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Now here's Harkless. He's tightly guarded. It's Randall with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
Mikhailuk passes to Doumbouya. Here's Wood, defended by Gibson. Wood with the bucket.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Pistons have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Count that one. And it's an 8-point Piston lead.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Out to Payton, down low. Here's Randall. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, defense is smart to get close to Randall, but he powers through it anyway.
And now we've got the intentional foul. The Pistons making a change here. And Detroit has possession. Here's Griffin. Wood in the post. Defended by Harkless. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Rose with the double team. Out to Payton. Now the pass to Barrett. Makes it off the glass.
R.J. Barrett at a critical juncture, no hesitation. Wow.
And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. New York calls timeout. They trail by 8. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ellington kicks to Dotson. Releases. And so the Pistons take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Pistons earlier, arriving at the arena. Hard to imagine.
Hey, Kevin, thank you for...
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Luke Kennard out there with Rose. And it's Wood in at center. And for the Hornets, they've got Miles Bridges. Terry Rozier is out there with Devontae Graham. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Washington in at the power forward position.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Here's Graham. And he drops it in from the low post.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Griffin. Wood finds Snell. Kennard against Graham. And stolen by Graham. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. Pass to Bridges. About a minute played so far here in the first. Biyombo, the pass to Bridges. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, this kind of hustle means a lot to Washington's teammates. It's why they enjoy playing with it.
Pass to Snell. At the elbow, Griffin. Here's Wood. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
Well, he has a 7'6" wingspan. Has tremendous speed for his size, but he also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He can speak 5 languages. Scouts came away impressed with his total package.
And the Pistons with possession here. Following the score by Charlotte. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped and stolen by Biyombo. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, once Bridges realized the break was on, I mean, he was off to the races. His coaches will appreciate his effort level.
Outside Rose. And there's the pass to Wood. And that time, also a missed shot. Hornets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Graham. Lays it up and banks it in. Graham's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
Pass to Wood. Shoots over Biyombo. Griffin trying to get open. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Bridges. And it's Batum in for Terry Rozier. Washington, that's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Enzo Galloway with it. They'll bring it up for Detroit. 8-point game. Now, here's Doumbouya. He's covered closely. Griffin kicks to make it. Back to Griffin. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the 3-point line.
6 to shoot. Here's Doumbouya. Zeller grabs the board.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
There's Bacon. Crafty move. And it's good on the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Passes it to Maker. And the layup is good.
There aren't many players as big as Maker. He realizes this. Nice work inside.
Here's Batum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Graham with the ball. Off target from three-point range. Now here's Maker. Over Zeller, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for the Pistons, they've got Doumbouya. Brown out there with McRae. Then it's John Henson. And it's Luke in at the three. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Pistons trail by 4.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The feed to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
And, of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Biyombo is checked in for Charlotte. And Detroit with a change here, too. Kennard's checked in.
And the long legs of Batum, that's what allows him to leak out so quickly in transition. He runs the floor like a Jaguar.
Henson the pass to McRae. Back to Henson. Pass to Kennard. Shoots the three. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14. Good on that shot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Wood. There's the pass to Bridges. Back to Rozier. Lets it go from deep. The Hornets rebound. Here's Zeller. The shot misses. And the Pistons now going the other way. Kennard finds Wood. Back to Kennard. Pass to Wood. Here's McRae. 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Shoots from 12. Wood can't hit.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. But with all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards. This summer, with their highest draft pick in a decade, the Motor City is hoping it will be back in the fast lane soon. Guys?
Building up that talent base. Thank you, David. Here's Bridges after the basket by Detroit. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And using his athleticism to his advantage, like when Bridges goes up and finishes alley-oops.
Henson the pass to Kennard. Back to Henson. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Washington's checked in for the Hornets. Devontae Graham comes in for Nicholas Batum. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Tony Snell's checked in for Jordan McRae. And Detroit has possession. Following the three by Charlotte. Kennard, the pass to Wood. Here's Snell. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Wood. And it's Biyombo with the rebound.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And the shot goes in. Now it's a 7-point Hornets lead.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Rozier with the steal. And here we go. Charlotte moving it around. Bridges, no one around him. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Bridges has got the lead up to 10 now for Charlotte. Kennard kicks to Brown. Kennard against Graham. Kennard, the pass to Wood. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Hornets leading by 10. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone.
Getting out on the break. Terry's got a good nose for the basket. High IQ score.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown dishes to Snell. Henson in the corner. Back to Snell. Pass to Wood. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Oh, great feed by Snell. Using that experience he's gained in this league to see the court well.
Rozier kicks to Biyombo. Back to Rozier. And we finished one half of basketball. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And
for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
P.J. Washington is out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Biyombo at the 5 down low. So that's the Hornets 5. Now here's Griffin, and they pick up 2.
Excellent at recognizing when to shoot off the pass. Griffin is so good at catching the D by surprise.
Here's Rozier, and good that time. Rozier's got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Here's Rose. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the second chance effort by Rose.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Oh, incredible verticality from Bridges. I mean, he takes off over the defense and just buries the dunk.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
Here's Snell. 6 on the shot clock. Griffin passes to Wood. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. He's got 12.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Washington. The pass to Biyombo. And it's Washington missing. Pistons trail by 11. Pass to Griffin. To the paint. Here's Wood. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
And the Pistons with possession here. After the basket by Charlotte. Wood in the post. Biyombo on him. Griffin's shot is off. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Batum in for Rozier. Now here's Graham. This is the most they've led by 13 points. He kicks to Zeller. Fires from deep. Kept alive. And the dunk by Zeller.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Rose passes to Mikhailuk. And here's Griffin. He dishes it to Maker. Back to Griffin. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Graham. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
For the 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zeller's got 4 points this quarter.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's foul number 2 for him. Jordan McRae, he's checked in for the Pistons. Langston Galloway comes in for Rose. Feeds it to Maker. Passes it to McRae. To the right side. Galloway. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Bacon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bacon's got his second basket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And stolen by Zeller. Graham from outside. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Mikhailuk. And foul on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2-guard spot. Graham, the pass to Bacon. Charlotte moving it around. Now Batum. And the layup's good off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Galloway. Kicks it to Griffin. Back to Galloway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And in his 7th season out of St. Joe's, Langston Galloway seems to be coming into his own.
Yeah, shooting the ball with the best efficiency since he came into the association. He's bounced around, but now carving out a nice long career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Yambo, he's checked in for Washington. Bridges comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Rozier in for Devontae Green. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Detroit. For 3, it's not going to go for him. The Pistons go the other way with it. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. The Pistons making a change here. Rose is checked in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Griffin. Over Zeller. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Rozier, the pass to Zeller. Griffin with the steal. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte leading by 17. Griffin with the steal. Rose against Rozier. The pass to Wood. Kennard on the wing. Knocks it loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Pistons with possession here. 5 on the clock. And the foul on Dwayne Bacon. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Snell, defended by Bridges.
Oh, look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
To the middle, stolen away. Pass to Kennard. Now Rose, and there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Griffin with it. Bridges covering. Back to Griffin. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 7 rebounds in the game. Rozier looking around. To the inside. Here's Zeller. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, Zeller is a talent you can't leave unchecked inside. He'll take that shot every chance he gets.
Kennard, the pass to Wood. Kennard kicks to Rose, and the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. A different look here for Detroit. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Knight. Outside, Martin fires the 3. That shot misses. The Pistons go the other way with it. Here's Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Charlotte.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
Pistons trail by 20. Knight kicks to Maker. And so the Hornets with another turnover. McDaniels passes to Hernan Gomez. And Knight with a clear path to the hoop. And Knight slams it in.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
Back to Monk. Poked away. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
2 shots. Foul.
And that one falls for Knight. Knight hits them both. So it's the Hornets now. 22 is their biggest lead. Right wing. Here's McDaniels. Outside for Martin. And here is Monk. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. And the Hornets lead by 18.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Brown outside. It's Knight with the drive. Here's Maker. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Now, here's McDaniel. Off target. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. Coming right up, the Pacers taking on the Pistons. For the Indiana Pacers, they know each game. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for GA.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure is. Thanks, David. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Rose is out there with Kennard, and it's Wood in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Indiana, Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front, and it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot. Wood can't hit. Ball stolen. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Right side, Rose. Passes it to Kennard. Clock at 6. Rose dishes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Brogdon outside. Outside Warren. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Wood. Tipped away. Oladipo goes in.
Oladipo skying through the air. I love seeing that. Has great speed and uses that as a launching pad towards the hoop. You know, Malcolm Brogdon is so good in so many ways. He's got an old school game and approach. Nothing flashy, but everything effective and done well. Always aware of the situation he's in. Knows when to pass, when to shoot it. Runs the pick and roll exquisite. And is an excellent teammate. Boy, what an asset he is to the Pacers.
And without a doubt, Brogdon saw more usage with the Pacers, and man, he stepped up to the challenge.
And you know, Greg, his shooting percentage did dip with the added usage, but he was still efficient for his position. And I thought he blossomed as a playmaker, too. I mean, he created well for others and really was a catalyst for the Pacers' success.
And it's Detroit's ball. And now Sabonis pushing it up. No one.
Boy, he's got freakish athleticism, and you can see why he's participated in the slam dunk contest before. This guy can fly.
Kennard finds Rose. And here's Griffin, wide open. That one doesn't drop.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Oladipo with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Sabonis, no good. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Detroit leading by 3. There's a minute 34 left here in the first quarter. Maker with the ball. He's picked up by Lamb. Doumbouya passes to Maker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
This is where Maker has to become more comfortable. We all know he can shoot, just needs a better interior game.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. In the corner, it's McDermott. Here's Lamb. Indiana with a new shot clock. Bitadze can't hit. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now, here's Maker, covered by Lamb. Offensive rebound. McDermott with a steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And the pass to Lamb. Inside. The kick out to Holiday. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Kennard with the rebound. Detroit leading by 5. Pass to Mikhailuk. Taken away by Holiday. And Lamb with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Lamb.
Yeah, the speed in transition. That's what kills. When you allow Lamb to leak out, he's going to get to the rim.
Kennard, the pass to Maker. Lets it go from 11. Basket counts.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
He got it up. Not going to go that time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pistons lead by 5. It's... And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall...
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness.
And you know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Doumbouya is out there with John Henson. Then there's Brown. Then there's McCray. And it's Galloway in at the point guard. To the middle. Here's Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
When he's deep inside like that, he's looking to jam it down. An efficient scorer, John Henson.
Holiday looking over the floor. And taken away by Brown. Passes to Doumbouya. He dishes it to Henson. The kick out to Brown. Back to Henson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Pistons leading by 4. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Wood, he's checked in for John Henson. Griffin comes in for Doumbouya. Tony Snell's checked in for Brown. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Langston Galloway. Sabonis with the bucket.
I love how Sabonis focuses in and maintains that concentration. Very good at taking on the aggressive defense.
And without a doubt, one of the big reasons why the Pacers were so tough last year was Domantas Sabonis. He continued to improve and was a statistical monster across the board.
And, you know, Greg, the biggest jump for Sabonis was on the glass. I mean, his rebounding went to another level. And he's a terrific rebounder at both ends, but especially at that offensive end. And he bangs that glass all the time. He attacks missed shots like his life depends on it.
Rose kicks to Wood. Back to Rose. Out to the right wing. Wood passes to Rose. score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, I like the awareness Rose shows there, guys. I mean, good feel that time from Rose to put it up right off the catch.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Sabonis finds Brogdon. And that one hits back iron. And so Griffin will bring it up for Detroit. Rose with the ball. Now defended by Warren. The kick out to Rose. Lets the three fly. Rose with another miss. Indiana trailing here. Outside Warren. Brogdon looking it over. Oladipo goes in. Yes, that goes in. Oladipo's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Rose kicks to Griffin. Pass to Snell. Outside for Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to McCray. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Griffin's shot is off. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wood against Brogdon. Outside Warren. Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon. Sabonis with the ball. Now the feed to Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Turner's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers. The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Snell kicks to Rose. Stolen by Warren. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Oladipo's running.
I think if you want to run consistently, you have to be disruptive at the defensive end. That was a nice pick by Warren.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Oladipo outside. Back to Sabonis. Here's Warren. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end. That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Sabonis and Turner up front. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Warren in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Hey, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. Few thought he could be a franchise caliber player. We might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
Here's Wood. The rebound by Turner. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's his first foul. Akers checked in for Wood. Pacers leading by 4. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25 and 14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
And the wide-open shot from Warren misses off the left iron. Pistons trail by 4. Kennard, the pass to Snell. Back to Kennard. The kick out to Rose. He feeds it to Griffin. And he elevates for the slam. Domantas Sabonis did not like that at all.
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
Left side, Warren puts it up from 17. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Sabonis. Justin Holiday comes in for Warren. Lamb, he's checked in for Oladipo. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Brogdon. Back to Brown. Pass to Henson. Brown outside. And it's all evened up.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And Lamb kicks to Holiday. To the inside. Turner passes to Bitadze. Nice move. Yes! And the foul. It's on Thon Maker. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. Holiday finds McDermott. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Holiday. That 3 off the mark. And it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. That's his first foul. Indiana making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's T.J. McConnell in for McDermott. Detroit also making some changes. Blake Griffin comes in for Doumbouya. And it's Kennard in for Langston Galloway. Pacers leading by 3. Holiday with it, and it's Henson picking him up. Shoots from 14, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Sabonis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's so well-rounded in his game. Sabonis is terrific at finding opportunities to score from there.
Brown, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Turner's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. The Pistons shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Passes it to McConnell. Shoots over Brown. And he overshot that one, missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And the Pistons making a change here. Woods checked in. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. Here's Turner. Rebound by the Pistons. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Hey, you know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years. And has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
Turner finds Holiday. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Pacers. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Aaron Holiday. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Derrick Rose is checked in for Brown. For the lead, and there's the nice layup by Rose. And the Pistons lead by 1.
You know, you can't let Rose get this close because when you do, he's going to cook you.
Left side, Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Wood can't hit. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Lets it go from the wing. Blake Griffin pulls it in. One-on-one here. Here's Mikhailuk, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pacers. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Pistons trailing. On the floor for Detroit. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Maker out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Here's Kennard. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of...
That was a strong goal.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard. Gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
John Henson's checked in for the Pistons. And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And Turner kicks to Sabonis. Some nice passing here by Indiana. On the wing, Turner. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Oladipo. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Boy, dominant play by Turner there. Used his force and physicality to get that rebound and the bucket.
Here's Rose. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Warren with the ball for Indiana. Warren on the wing. Fires from 18. And he gets the jumper to drop. And now a 7-point Pacer lead.
Sabonis making sure to pass it where his teammates are open. And that's just being a good passer there.
Pass to Kennard. Out left to the wing. Griffin finds Henson. And it's sent back by Turner. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. Back to Oladipo. Brogdon against Rose. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. That shot off. And the Pistons now going the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. Wood, he's checked in for Henson. Here's Rose. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
The kick out to Warren. "17-foot shot on the way. Tips it, but no good. Pistons trailed by 5. There's the pass to Snell. Outside Griffin. In the corner, Kennard with it. Griffin inside, guarded by Oladipo. Rose passes to Griffin. Comes up empty down low.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Back to Turner. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Turner. Sabonis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 1:22 left to play in the final quarter. now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Miles Turner.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. See if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
To the paint, Sabonis, it counts.
Boy, Sabonis, such a competitor. He wanted that ball in the clutch and delivered.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The Pistons rebound, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Turner finds Oladipo. Back to Turner. Outside Sabonis. Stolen by Jumboya.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet. Boy, right now, it's really tough to stop Rose.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oladipo goes in. It falls.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Kennard on the wing. Can't knock in the three. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. What a show they put on here. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Up next. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Julius Randle is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then it's Barrett, and it's Payton in at the point guard. And for the Pistons, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Luke Kennard out there with Rose. And it's Wood in at the 5.
Against physical defense, Griffin showing off his power. Nice play.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Gibson, 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by Wood. Griffin's shot is good.
Blake got out and ran in transition, made it look so easy.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. 4-point game. Back to Harkless. Ball's knocked loose. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Good work there as it goes.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Randle with the bucket.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
The Pistons have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. Griffin dishes to Rose. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Pass to Barrett. Dishes to Randle. Some nice passing by New York here. Pass break Detroit. Shots good by Kennard.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Payton passes to Barrett. Payton against Rose. Payton dishes to Randle. The shot, no good. Nice D from Griffin. For Detroit, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Kennard following the basket by Elfrid Payton. Wood kicks to Snell. Pass to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
It's blocked. Down low, here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Robinson. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Knicks trail by 12. Payton attacking. The pass to Robinson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
allowing any room to operate. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Pass to Griffin. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Griffin's got 12 points in the game.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Payton. Right side, Portis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Knox, he's checked in for Robinson. Ellington comes in for Barrett. And it's Ntilikina in for Elfrid Payton. Now, here's Doumbouya. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
The shot's good from Ellington. 26 seconds left in the first. Galloway taking his time here. Brown outside. He dishes it to Griffin. And yes, it's good. 16 points for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Ellington inside the three-point line. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Domination. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of...
I think the underdog story, started when I was a kid.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
We've got Brown, Maker out there with Doumbouya. Then it's John Henson, and it's McRae in at the shooting guard position. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Doumbouya. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Bruce Brown. Maker passes to Henson. Over Gibson. And Henson gets it to go on the assist by Maker. Henson's got his first bucket in this one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Yep, that one goes.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pistons leading by 6. Pass to McRae. Back to Rose. There's the feed to Henson. No good on the shot. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Ntilikina. No points in the game yet for him. Randall no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Passes it to McRae. Feeds it to Henson. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Gibson. Here's Ntilikina. Kennard covering. And Henson pulls it down. For Detroit, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Maker passes to Henson. To the inside. And he banks in the layup. Kennard's got his second bucket.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Rose. Pistons leading by 8. Now the pass to McCray. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
We've got 1:48 left in the first half of the game. Here's Randall. It's good. Randall's got 8 points.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Rose dishes to Maker. Here's McCray. And the basket by Maker.
Absorbing contact and finishing through it. Maker's been adding strength to his frame.
Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Rose. Now Ellington. Back to Randall. Some nice passing by New York here. Knocks the pass to Gibson. And Maker sends it back.
Watching him protect the rim, you never guess Maker's averaging less than 1 block a game for his career. I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Pass to Kennard. Here's McCray. Outside Rose. Pass to McCray. Great D that time from Gibson. Knicks trail by 8, and here comes the break. The finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Henson in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now, here's Kennard. Defense right on him.
In addition to being a good floor spacer, Luke Kennard is shifty in the mid-range area.
Here's Randall. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And so is Detroit. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 2. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Taj Gibson is out there with Randall. Then there's Elfrid Payton. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Barrett at the 2-guard spot.
I just love the way Gibson plays the game. Defensive-minded, willing to do whatever it takes. It's easy to see why his teammates respect him.
Rose against Payton. Passes it to Wood. And he gets it to go. And the Pistons lead by 6. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so It's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Detroit making a switch here. Mikhailuk is checked in. And then for New York, Mitchell Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Portis in for Randall. Here's Griffin. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Woods got 6. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 4. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
And the Knicks making a change here. Bullock's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Outside for Robinson. Wood with the block. Snell, the pass to Wood. In the corner, Kennard with it. Back to Wood. And the pass to Snell. Outside for Griffin. Here's Mikhailuk. From deep three-point range, but they'll get another chance. It doesn't go for him. The Knicks go the other way with it. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Pass to Payton. Banked in off the glass. Here's Mikhailuk. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 18.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Portis, the pass to Bullock. The 11-footer, and it's in there.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
Here's Mikhailuk, covered by Payton. Griffin kicks to Kennard. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pistons making a change here. McRae's checked in. Here's Snell. Barrett covering. Here's McRae. Robinson with the block. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Kevin Knox comes in for Elfrid Payton. New York trailing. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And there's the feed to Robinson. Knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Mikhailuk. Barrett covering. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Bullock. Got a hand on it. Wood against Robinson. Robinson with the block. And they get it back.
He doesn't let you off the hook, Blake Griffin. He likes to draw contact and usually gets to the free throw line.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Harkless is checked in for Robinson. Pass to Randle. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Mikhailuk passes to Griffin. Here's Mikhailuk. Rebounded by Knox. For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Randall. He nails it, and we're tied up. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love the energy Julius Randle brings, and it's something his teammates feed off.
Wood finds Griffin, and it's denied. Here's Knox. To the paint. For the lead. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. He can't hit that time. Tie game in Detroit. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On out there with Dumboya. Then it's Christian Wood. Then it's Rose. And it's Galloway in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Harkless. And he makes good on the layup. Harkless has got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Rose passes to Wood. No good there. Great D that time from Gibson. Bullock dishes to Gibson. He gets that one. And the Knicks lead by 4.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks leading by 4. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Kicks to Harkless. Left side, Gibson. It's stolen by Brown. Passes it to Wood. Unloads. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Rose with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. Galloway kicks to Brown. Here's Galloway, covered by Payton. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look here for Detroit. Griffin's checked in for Dumboya. And it's Luke Kennard in for Brown. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Portis is checked in. Payton passes to Gibson. The dish to Harkless. Looking for Payton, he gets it there. The 10-footer finds the target.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rose against Payton. Griffin kicks to Galloway. Knocked away. Gibson with the steal. Here's Barrett. Payton. That one, no good. And Detroit the other way now. At the elbow, Griffin. Shoots over Portis. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Griffin.
That's a big bucket for Blake. Teammates have to love that shot.
And there's the pass to Portis. Payton outside. Kennard against Gibson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Taj Gibson, a high motor guy. He plays physically, and that time the defense got a little too physical in return.
Tony Snell's checked in for Langston Galloway. Randall's checked in for the Knicks. Griffin against Randall. Kennard with the ball. Pass to Snell. 6 to shoot. Here's Wood, defended by Harkless. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now just a 2-point New York lead.
An underrated aspect of Griffin's game is tremendous instincts on the glass.
Randall with the bucket.
Dating back to his days at Kentucky, Randall can be counted on for big buckets.
Rose passes to Griffin. Now here's Kennard. Lays it up off the glass.
That's a big-time shot by Luke Kennard. He is just one of those guys who is ready for the moment.
Barrett against Kennard. Griffin with the steal. Here's Snell inside. Rose can't hit. The first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
Thon Maker's checked in for Detroit. Dumboya comes in for Tony Snell.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And here's Kennard. Detroit, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Rose against Payton. Randall down low. Trying to get open is Gibson. Randall no good.
And it's all about the three right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
Wood can't hit. So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Terry Rozier is out there with Devontae Green.
Here we go.
And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for Detroit, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Luke Kennard out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Wood in at the 5, down low.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And over his 2 years at UNLV, Christian Wood shot just 26% from long range. So he's made a huge improvement in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's become a key part of his offensive game, Jay. He's put the work in behind the scenes. I mean, developing a skill set that's so much in the man.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
Now, here's Bridges following the miss by Derrick Rose. Passes it to Snell. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Rose will generate points in any situation. Here he does it by feeding a wide open man.
Rozier for 3. He's off on that one. And Detroit the other way now. Snell, the pass to Griffin. Kennard with the ball. It's deflected.
The risk of rejection is real. When Washington's around you, you got to be extra careful around him.
Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Rose. Kennard kicks to Rose. Pass to Wood. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Oh, man, the basketball IQ of Rose on display. I mean, it's just excellent work breaking down the D in the pick and roll.
Now here's Graham. Here's Biyombo. It's hauled in by Wood.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller comes in for Biyombo. And Bacon subbed in for Rozier. Snell kicks to Griffin. And the basket is good.
Excellent. Recognizing when to shoot off the pass. Griffin is so good at catching the D by surprise.
Graham against Kennard. Pass to Zeller. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And it's Graham missing.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Rose passes to Mikhailuk. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
A different look here for Detroit. Doomboy is checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Luke Kennard. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Rose. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. Jordan McRae, he's checked in for Detroit. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, it's stolen by Maker. And it's Doomboy in the corner. The Pistons working the ball around now. McRae passes to Maker. In the corner, it's Galloway. Back to Maker. The kick out to Brown, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Pistons making a change here. Henson's checked in. Hornets trail by 9. To the middle. Stolen by Henson. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Batum, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the long legs of Batum, that's what allows him to leak out so quickly in transition. He runs the floor like a Jaguar.
Galloway dishes to Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Graham. Rebound by the Pistons.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Goes up from the top of the key. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, man, I love when Bridges charges inside. Dunks like this proves how dangerous he can be.
Brown the pass to Henson. That's tipped. Batum with the steal. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons ahead by 9. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Inside, Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Terry Rozier is out there with Batum, and it's Bacon in at the small forward position.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Brown finds Henson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Henson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to 7 points thanks to the hoop from Rozier.
And see, well, really because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. And we saw signs of growth last year.
And so here's Charlotte following the bucket by the Pistons. Doumbouya pulls it in. Detroit leading by 9. Back to Henson. Now here's Doumbouya. He's covered by Zeller. Shot clock at 3. There's Brown with the 3. Unable to get that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Rozier. Here's Biyombo. Rozier the pass to Batum. Now here's Rozier. Not a lot of room. From deep. That one's not going to go.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Zeller now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
There's Galloway. Rozier defending. The pass to Bacon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Sekou Doumbouya. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant. it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Wood with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Hornets trail by 7. Now, here's Rozier. Washington passes to Rozier, and the shot is good. Rozier's got 6.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Rose in the post. Rozier defending. Here's Wood. Biyombo with the block. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Stolen. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of basketball. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Over Washington. The Hornets pull it in.
Now I think he lets the D get to him there and rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Devontae Graham's checked in for Bacon. Kennard against Graham. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Here's Rose. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dishes it to Maker.
I like when Maker is being assertive on offense.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
Pistons leading by 4. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rose dishes to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Here's Graham. The buzzer. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's Detroit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. Their exceptional focus. And that does it for our
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, isn't it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes, only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Pistons. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Wood out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Here's Snell. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. He shoots again. Drops in the layup for 2. Griffin's got 4 this quarter.
And the timing Griffin has on the glass, he seems to know exactly when to leap up for rebounds.
Here's Bridges, and Griffin sends it back. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Kennard against Graham. Wood kicks to Snell. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Rose. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Rozier the pass to Graham. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists now in this one.
I mean, he has his choice of finishing. Love that he picks the finger roll. Grace before power.
Now here's Griffin. He's got 10. Kennard on the wing. Graham defending. Knocks it loose. Wood kicks to Snell. Kennard for 3. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bridges misses.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Passes to Snell. Pass to Wood. Shoots over Biyombo. The Hornets pull it in. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Graham. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Wood. The kick out to Rose. There's the pass to Griffin. Over Rozier. Griffin's shot is good. Griffin's got 8 here in the quarter.
If you're going to stop Griffin, it has to be a hard foul. He's too powerful. He embraces contact.
Here's Washington. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Rose passes to Snell. Back to Rose. Pass to Wood. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Just 4 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Here's Kennard. Wood with the bucket. Wood's got 8 points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Here's Wood. Uncovered. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Now here's Graham. Biyombo kicks to Washington. Another shot. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Biyombo.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback. Here's
Snell. Rose with the ball. Bridges covering. 3-pointers. Snell, the offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Griffin looking around. And finished off by Griffin.
Artist in the air. I mean, the elevation, the hang time, the strength of Griffin, it's amazing.
Blake Griffin getting it done for Detroit. He got to double digits for the quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Batum is out there with Devontae Green. And it's Bacon in at the 3, the small forward.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Here's Galloway. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Brown, the pass to Maker. Brown outside. No good on the 3. Hornets trail by 10. Graham with the ball. Now guarded by Maker. To the paint. Floats one up. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Here's Mikhailuk. Defended by Bridges. Mikhailuk passes. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And it's Rozier missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
From the arc. Good on the triple. And the Pistons lead by 13.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters. Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Brown the pass to Mikhailuk. He dishes it to Henson. Pass to Brown. Here's Mikhailuk. Lets it go with a 3. A rebound by Washington.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Rozier.
So effective off the dribble. Rozier maneuvers himself nicely when driving.
Down kicks to McRae. Pass to Maker. Stolen by Washington. Fast break now for Charlotte. Bridges leading the charge. And the basket by Rozier.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
Brown the pass to McRae. At the elbow, Maker. Brown outside. Back to Maker. Shot clock at 5. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And so here's Charlotte. Hornets trail by 7. 1:14 left in the game. And Maker sends it back.
Proving he can be an active defender. Great hustle from Maker to stifle the shooter.
And Henson kicks to Brown. Here's Mikhailuk. Defended by Bridges. The pass to McRae. There's the dish to Maker. Lets a floater go. Hornets with the rebound. And the call will be against Thon Maker. That's his first foul. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Rozier for three. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, I love how tenacious Rozier is in these moments. He enjoys having the ball and coming up huge for the squad.
Rose passes to Snell. Back to Rose. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wood finds Rose. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Snell. They get the rebound.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And it's Rozier missing. To the wing on the left. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. From deep, Rose can't get it to fall. And so the Pistons take the win. It was up for David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the 3 slot. And for Detroit, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Rose is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Wood in at center. And finished off by Wood.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Pass to Wood. Good work defensively by Turner.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And T.J. Warren has always been able to score. Gives you production whether he's playing the 3 or the 4.
Craig, the numbers have never been a concern for T.J. Warren. He's always been a solid scorer. He's increased his efficiency. He's leaned a little bit more heavily on the 3-point opportunity, which is so important. For him, to me, it's about staying healthy.
They get it back. Sabonis. Indiana moving the ball around. To the inside. Clock at 6. Now Detroit moving it up. Rose with the ball. Outside for Griffin. Back to Wood. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Warren with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. From deep 3-point range. Doesn't go that time. And it's Detroit the other way. The pass to Griffin. Here's Wood from 11 feet away. And too long on the shot. Oladipo outside. Ogden kicks to Oladipo. Outside Warren. Turner dishes to Oladipo, and the wide-open shot from Warren, and once again off the mark by Indiana. The Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Griffin. Shoots over Turner, and it's sent back by Turner.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
A wide-open look here for Oladipo. But they recover it, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Ahead is Snell, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Akers checked in for Wood. Rose in the post, defended by Sabonis. Griffin's shot is off. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Trailing by 2. Warren the pass to Sabonis. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
Kawhi's
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Pacers trail by 4. Outside, Lamb. Holiday, no one around him. Good on the 3-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
From 6 away. Maker misses. Indiana's gone a meager 1 of 6 from 3-point land since we got started tonight. The feed to McDermott. Out to Lamb. Passes it to McConnell. Holiday with the 3. Doumbouya pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Brown throws it down.
Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court. Didn't allow the defense to react in time. Nice.
Now, here's McConnell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. On the wing, Holiday. Holiday with another miss.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Over to the wing. Outside, Lamb. To the left wing. McDermott for three. No good on the shot. Detroit leading by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Brown. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
McDermott with a steal. The wide open look here for Holiday. With 4 seconds on the clock and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Sekou Doumbouya. The Pacers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Down low. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pistons lead by 3. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Pistons, John Henson out there with Doumbouya. Then there's McCray. Then there's Brown. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3 spot. Here's Bitadze following the score by John Henson. Outside Holiday. And Lamb kicks to Holiday. And the 3 off target.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Doumbouya dishes to Henson. From past the arc. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Henson's got the lead up to 7 now for Detroit.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Pass to Lamb. Out to the right wing. The kick out to Holiday. Got a piece of it and taken away by Brown. Here we go, one-on-one. Henson the pass to McCray. Here's Mikhailuk, guarded by Holiday. Henson in the post, just 5 to shoot. And here's Brown outside. That shot, no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. Holiday, the pass to McDermott. Rebound, Detroit.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy. Boy, when you think about Doug McDermott, the last few years with the incredible shooting he brings, he's also been efficient. And though the volume is limited, this guy has done as good a job as he can picking his spots.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Holiday, the pass to Lamb. And that one drops. Lamb's got his second basket of the game.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
And Doris, with McDermott, he knows that's how he's most effective on the floor.
That's exactly right, Greg. This guy knows his strengths, and that's his outside shooting. His ability to stretch the floor, the amount of deep shots he takes the last few seasons. This guy is a nice weapon to create space for people around him.
Detroit leading by 8. And the pass to Doumbouya. Here's McCray. Kicks it to Brown. Pistons passing it around. With the putback. It's good on the putback. Henson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
On the wing, Holiday. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. Rose, no good.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. Pistons leading by 10. Back to Wood. Snell, the pass to Rose. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Now, here's Warren. Oladipo outside. Outside Warren. They need this one, and it's Warren with the jam.
Well, T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We'll give you a salute, sir.
Here's Snell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kennard with the ball. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and it was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. And that'll do it.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Fantastic game from John Henson so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front, and it's Brogdon in at the 1. Here is Rose after the basket by Sabonis. Rose scanning the floor. Pass to Kennard. Inside, here's Wood. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Wood's got 6. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
The kick out to Sabonis. Passes to Turner. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Now, here's Oladipo. No points in the game yet for him. Outside to Brogdon. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon already has a 50, 40, 90, the ultimate efficient season under his belt, putting in work from the three-point line.
Here's Kennard. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Outside Griffin. Back to Kennard. 5 on the clock. Rose passes to Wood. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Wood's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Warren finds Sabonis. Brogdon outside. Outside Sabonis. And the shot by Warren, no good.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Doris, last season, Domantas Sabonis turned a corner in terms of development. He became a key cog in this offense.
That's exactly right, Greg. Coach trusted him in more pick-and-roll situations. He allowed him to do more heavy lifting within the offense. And Sabonis has got great basketball IQ. He understands how to make reads, set solid screens. This is a guy who makes people around him better. Well, there's a certain aggressiveness and assertiveness with which Victor Oladipo approaches the game. That's a pretty play through contact.
Now here's Griffin. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon. The Pistons making a change here. Makers checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Oladipo. Here's Griffin. Makes it off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 9.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Brogdon kicks to Warren. His three-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
The shot's good from Kennard.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's McConnell. Following the bucket by the Pistons. Indiana moving the ball around. Warren the pass to Brogdon. Kennard against Warren. Here's McConnell. They get it back. Detroit leading by 11. Outside Rose. To the wing right side. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. Rose has got 5 now.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Domantas Sabonis has filled out his frame, and if you need some physicality around the rim, this guy is willing to do it.
And so it's Detroit with the ball, following the score by Indiana. Deft touch on the alley-oop. Griffin's got the lead up to 14 now for Detroit.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And here's Warren for 3, rebounded by Maker.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
And Rose, wide open, he shoots. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, there's a level of commitment that Miles Turner is showing on the glass right now. Goes hard to get rebounds and get an opportunity for the putback.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Luke Kennard, Maker out there with John Henson. Then there's McCray, and it's Galloway in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
The kick out to Holiday. Holiday, the pass to Holiday. A three-pointer, no good. Pistons leading by 14. Kennard finds Galloway. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That is his first foul of the game. For the Pistons, Wood, he's checked in for John Henson. Blake Griffin comes in for Maker. And Tony Snell subbed in for McCray. Then for the Pacers, T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's Oladipo in for Aaron Holiday. Here's Galloway. Here's Wood. He dishes it to Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That's good. And so Galloway with the assist.
You know, the easy one there. You know, Galloway able to read the defense, finding his man for the great setup. Pretty.
Lamb passes to Warren. Left side, Sabonis. It's hauled in by Wood.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to Snell. The three. The Pacers pull it in. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Lamb dishes to Warren. It's good.
Well, just great recognition. Rise and fire and catch and shoot. T.J. Warren says, I can do that.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Lamb. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Sabonis with the steal. And Oladipo, here we go.
Well, Victor Oladipo staying in control there. Use the pump fake to get that defender committed, and boom, you get yourself an opportunity.
The first free throw is good. Greg, you look at the career of Victor Oladipo, drafted 2nd overall out of Indiana, but didn't break out in his NBA career until coming to the Pacers. A bit of a late bloomer.
And Kevin, Oladipo's a prime example of some players just needing time. It also shows you how much the right situation helps a player. Oladipo always had the talent. He just found a place to foster it.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And there's the pass to Warren. Indiana moving it around. This one for 3. Detroit with the rebound. Woods got 4 rebounds in this game. Pistons leading by 13. Oh, Griffin in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Malcolm Brogdon has been rock solid since he won the Rookie of the Year award. This guy's capable as a scorer, and what a pretty pass there.
Now, here's Kennard. Here's Griffin. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Pacers trail by 11. Here's Turner. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Miles Turner covered tightly, but nonetheless scores it. That is really well done.
Snell kicks to Rose. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. 5 to shoot. The dish to Snell. 11 feet away. Bank shot. No good. And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Brogdon nails the baby hook.
There's a certain sort of tenacity that Malcolm Brogdon brings to competition every night. Off the dribble drive, okay.
Rose kicks to Snell. Down low. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
To the right side. And here's Rose. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. .36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wood passes to Snell. Clock at 6. From downtown. Offensive rebound.
What an effort to get the tip in. Just wanting it a little bit more.
They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Kennard kicks to Snell. Pass to Wood. Outside Rose. Back to Wood. Stolen by Warren. And so it's Detroit with the W. Some good competition. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.